Where's the guy who's the guy's going to ask a question? We'll bring him up quick. Bring him up. We want to get him in for sure. Bring him on up.
Come on up.
We'll do one-word answers.
One-word answer.
Hey, bro.
Yeah. There he is.
Who's your favorite Beast Wars character?
Oh, I know why. I have one. Go ahead.
Do you?
Yeah, I do. Yeah.
I loved, of course, Megatron and Optimus Prime, but man, Scott McNeil's Rat Trap would just keep me going. I couldn't help it. And of course, I loved Venus Terzo's character.
She's so good.
Black Arachnia. She was so good. Okay.
I gotta say two. I love them all, but my favorite was Alec Willows. He's such a gem of a human being. But watching him work like the spider,
Oh yeah.
and Venus would kind of like move away from him a little bit, like, freaking me out. And I always got a kick of Don Brown's Scorponok. And Don was a character. He's still around, isn't he?
I think so.
Yeah, and he's just this, he's just happy to be there, Don is so good. And he had this phrase about, I got to go to check my tires. I go, what? I got to go check my tires. I go, what the hell's going on? Because the parking police would come around and mark your tires with a piece of chalk if you didn't move your car. Vancouver is notoriously horrible parking, and Don was always the one I don't know where he'd park, but he's always going to check his damn tires.
He had that cute hair.
He had this afro. He was a white guy with an afro, and he was just so cool.
Yeah.
And he was at that time in his 50s or 40s.
Yeah.
And he reminded me of who's the painter on PBS? Bob Ross. He looks like Bob Ross. And he says, I just want to find my tires and check them, And I love Scorponok was kind of, but Alec Willows was used to creep us all out, and he was one of my favorites.
Sure did.
Yeah, yeah.
Creepy. Good guy.
Hey, good question. Thank you.
Okay.
Hello. I'll make it quick. Transformers Animated came a few years after I was born, so I grew up on it, and it was the first Transformers media I was exposed to. I think also the movie came out in 2007. I think the show first season was in 2007. So those two alongside were kind of my first exposure to the series, and both of you guys contributed a lot to that. So thanks for a big part of my childhood. I have a general question for both of you. In regards to your past experience with the craft and in the present, was there anything that inspired you then, or is there anything in particular that inspires you now for like roles or your passion or something?
What inspire? Boy, I know that I put myself away from the screen many years ago because I hated seeing myself on it. But there's certain actors that I watch Anthony Hopkins. I watch Morgan Freeman, and I watch certain actors that they go, you know what, it'd be kind of fun to do that again, because they're all in. Who remembers what's who that played the Joker? Heath Ledger went down a road, and who's a recent Joker?
Joaquin Phoenix?
It was a Joaquin
Phoenix?
Yeah, and I go, wow. I mean, that's inspiring to me. Those are on-screen actors. It inspires me because I want to, in voiceover, I always want to try and bring truth and to the whatever role it is, and even if it's a cartoony character, give the character a heart and a soul. It just makes me want to work harder and really bring something special. Keep working hard. People like that kind of inspire me, I guess.
I look for inspiration every day.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay.
Good question.
Thank
Good
you very
answer.
much.
Yep. Next.